to deal with issues, you have to say it face to face. I'm not the kind of I'm ready to take anybody that have anything against Boston and all that. I have no issue with any other person. Not be make by Mohbad and all stuff like that.
Mm.
So I'm not come to justice for Mohbad to look up for enemy. That you cannot force me to fight your own battle. All right. Now, I don't mean this guy did not drop me. Even maybe you will have understood what I was trying to say. I will have said, okay, sorry, yo, you thought I was no, I wasn't. But it is too late for me to say sorry. I don't owe him no sorry, sir. I
No,
don't
no,
owe
no,
him.
no, 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 no. If you, even if this is replayed, I'm just saying, is it more like,
It is a very simple thing. I can come down from my IOS. I don't even have any IOS or
no,
whatever. I can always say it. But on this matter,
no,
I
I'm
don't owe
not
him, and I don't need him to say sorry
I'm
to
not
me.
even trying to encourage you
But it
to
should
do.
stop. It should stop all those
No, no, no.
issues
Okay.
of story,
What I'm
thinking
trying
that
to
because
do.
you are dragging someone and because Mogenusi and you want to silence me by
It's
putting me
okay. I
into the whole story.
man. You see, sometimes when we are angry, we kind of react to an action or whatever the case may be. But if after everything is actually simmered down and we still feel the same way, then there is absolutely no, I cannot know what's on your mind without actually kind of just trying to drop it in a bit. Maybe it's something you will consider. I'm not, I'm not going to instigate or beg you to do so, but maybe. But we now know it's not. So there is something that kind of bothers me a little bit. And I think that when I bring people up this time around, this is actually since we can't find Sele and we know they're not going to engage, but you've done the best you can. I've got two individuals on this course. Yeah, the very early days we had a guy called AJ, right? And this AJ is the Paparano of today would have been the AJ of yesterday, as far as justice for Mohbad is. And then the second individual is My C. I mean, how come these people can disappear and never reappear out of this course?
Well, I don't think my C is not. My C was never a host. All right. And number two, I came into TikTok. All
But
right.
this person is a stirrer in a way. This person is a heavyweight at the time because people want to listen to certain people and they getting something of substance coming from this individual. But how can they just disappear and never resurface?
Exactly. See, the IT guy. You see, on this matter of issues, is still rolling down to the issue of Saleh and Lagata, whatever Saleh and Lagata said in the voice note that Saleh is spreading. I don't want to be part of that because I've not even known Lagata when that issue was done. Okay, I don't know why this whole thing is resurfacing again. Things in the past is resurfacing. Well, it is Lagata, it is Saleh's right to, if you say something wrong in the past and they think, well, you can bring it on. But when if you do it the right way, not that you every day you continue to constitute, whatever, playing it over and over in different places and all stuff like that. You can always, okay, you hold Lagata a conversation and you need to answer. Then you don't need to go to Lagata's platform. Lagata does not need to come to your platform. You can go to a neutral platform and engage it, and you both of you can have an engagement over the matter. All right. But this issue, the question you just asked me, I don't want to be a part of it because I don't know anything about it. I came to TikTok back in maybe January 2024. I was on TikTok, but I don't do Dustin Mobile on TikTok until when they started spreading the rumor that the Oba is the father of the Liam. I did not know where they get that from. So, and ever since then, I've been looking at them because I was like, oh, well, maybe they have their own evidence of that, but I don't know. So I've just been going, listening to where them
You see,
Oba.
the reason why I asked the question is literally sort of like you've got someone who's brought something heavy duty out at the time, and somehow they disappeared. Never.
Yeah.
Then again, so how many
Ah,
people? Hold on.
my
How
C,
many?
hold
How
on,
many
my
people?
C, hold on. You
Yeah.
talk about my C. I
Yeah.
think I stand to be corrected. I don't know if you know old video. I think my C came to Western's platform 2 days ago.
Wow.
Yes, my
Well,
C was on Western's platform 2 days ago.
are you guys listening, everybody? Are you guys listening? Okay, go on.
Yeah, I saw it. Like I said, I stand to be corrected. Maybe it's an old video, but my C, but was on Western's platform 2 days ago.
Wow.
Yes. He didn't, the guy did not run anywhere. See, IT guy, it's high time that when people talk, say you something, please try to hear from the other side.
Yeah, but that's why we're here. That's the reason
Try
why
to
I'm
hear from the
asking
other
the
side. And
question.
sometimes the way you
Yeah.
sometimes maybe what the first person is telling you is looking like real, is looking like true. Before you jump into the conclusion, do not the way you utter your word, the way you construct your word might actually anger the other person. You might receive it
Yeah,
the wrong way than
that's the only way we're gonna do it. Otherwise, people won't take it seriously. They won't take it seriously because thing is, for what it's worth, at the end of the day, yeah, I'm kind of mystified in certain areas, and you can have people can actually have 1 million videos and talk about it 1 million days, but I'm only gonna just pick up something out of it, something key. And it is what is key out of it that we ask the question about, because that is surrounding one particular individual. Regardless of how you put it,
I
there's always
understand.
this name.
I I
This
I I I understand you, right, guy. It's just that the way we put our words, like I said, I could have done my apology to Sele that
yeah.
very day. If he did not drop me, he rudely dropped me. He didn't allow me to finish my say.
I
You
think
understand? So on this
we
matter
all
too,
need to
it's
learn
it's
from
like the
that.
same thing too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe you also need to listen to Lagata. There must have been something that maybe you said that he's holding on to. I'm not here to defend him.
No,
I'm
it's
just trying
fine.
to bring him back to
See,
great
like
peace.
what Nagata hasn't got anything to hang on to, other than
Yeah.
what I said, which is what everybody has heard already. So it's not as if I'm saying something. Why is it lashing on to me? Saying something what is on the street
Me,
already?
that's why I said that. I said that's why I said IT guy.
Yeah,
That's why I said maybe you said something that triggered him. Like I said,
yeah. There's something that triggered him, no doubt.
yeah, maybe you said something that triggered him because in his
Yeah.
words he said. Now, some people will say that, oh, boss man, why are you defending Lagata? I'm not here from Lagata. I am just listening from the
Because
different perspective.
he also instilled a lot of lies in the process when he doesn't have to. When he became defensive, he then started lying that it was me that was begging him to come and join him on the show. And when I revealed his
That is
information
between both
out,
of you. That is
eh?
between both of you that I don't want to get
No, but
involved.
it
That is
doesn't matter.
between
But
both
what
of
I'm
you.
trying to say is that you see, when you're being defensive, for me, you don't have to lie. I don't mind you being defensive. But the fact that you are actually lying is making it even worse. And then it's not as if I lied, because on my platform, the very wicked lady was there to say, yes, I have the recording. So you see, this is the thing. I am saying something that is out on the street already, but you are angry that it came out.
Okay,
Now,
okay,
you're going to vent your frustration on me because it came out through me, even though you knew about it all along. The people have been talking about it.
okay.
How does
Now,
that
IT guy. Okay, take a look at this. If I did not handle this issue, if I'm the kind of a king of the Woto Woto, I love to do Woto Woto. I swear to God, this internet here, me and Saleh will have gone into it to Woto Woto. We use our Woto Woto to scatter justice for Mohbad.
Yeah, but we won't be
Just,
able to make
just hold on.
sense of
Oh,
what
just hold on. Just hold on. Something happened.
what's your train
Something
of thought.
happened on
Yeah.
your platform. I guess it happened on your platform, but I stand to be corrected. Maybe not your platform, but on
Okay.
a platform. But I think that platform is your platform,
Okay.
where I was giving my own submission, and
Uh-huh.
then Select came up and he was trying to sell a narrative. I was like, no, 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 Select, what you're saying is not true. I think I know about this. And the next thing, me and him started throwing battle. But this time around, I did not allow the boss man that he used to know was not me. I gave him woto woto. We gave each other woto woto to back
Mm.
that very day. So he got angry because I didn't keep my mouth shut. They thought it was going to be boss man that will always be quiet. They never knew that it was just people just trying to be civil. People can do woto woto too. Okay. So he was shocked because I gave him back to back then. And then, you know what? He was like, one man, you did this. Oh, I will open platform for 7 days. I will do, I will do whatever. You know about the GoFundMe. You know about the Kiniko. And you know what he did?
But
So the next day, hold on, hold
why
on,
do
hold on,
people
hold on,
believe?
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Now, the next day, he went on stage a show. I was sleeping and I said, when I woke up, I started receiving messages from people, people sharing his platform to me that, oh, he's dragging me and all that. So I was like, oh, that shit. Some just told me that, you know what, just go on that platform. So I went to his platform there. Oh, you said you want to expose Boss Man. And I laughed. And I said, okay. If you want to expose me on your platform, Sele, okay, yeah, bring me up. Oh. He said, Bossman, I will not bring you up. You are the one that said you have something on Bossman. Bring it up and you come and expose it. I will be in the box here now. I will not let you. That means you are giving a rap. I'm just laughing at him. Why do you always want to sell wrong narratives to people when you do not have your way? All what he was saying is in Nigeria. It can be unpicked. I told him because you will have to prove some things that you're saying. All because you want to have your way, I engaged you. You do woto woto. I gave you back your woto woto that very day, which it has ended in my own mind. Then you said to yourself that you are going to open your platform for 7 days, and you said spreading all what you are saying there is Arabu, Arabu. You have nothing. Nobody in justice of Mohbad has nothing. Only me. And I double dare anyone. If you have something on Bossman, come and face me. So if it's going to be civil, expose me. Come out and expose me. And tó bá jẹ bí òkè could be now. And double dare any one of you, including Baba or Rexy, any one of you. Come up. I spend my own money. I know how much I spend. You come up bad now. So you think you can shut me up? You can't shut me up. And I always come in peace. But thinking that because you are trying to give wrong narratives, and I was like, come on, like that, Sele, what you are saying here is not true. Bye, literally. And then you want to be forcing your narrative on people. And I'm aware of that. This is what you are saying is not. Then you want the next thing you want like one fell rope me. You mean it's just exactly what do you know what happened regarding to this lady did that. Buki Jesse did that to me. The first thing that ever did that to me was when Buki Jesse brought out one comment say, oh Leni, oh Baba Mohbad, which is not true. And that was the beginning of the fight of Yeye Kudi and Buki Jesse because Yeye Kudi exposed Buki Jesse and debunked her lies. And that was the fight between Buki Jesse that who the hell is Yeye Kudi to debunk her. And what we did was the truth. Buki Jesse brought the picture of comedy out saying that he only all about 200,000 Baba Mohbad. Whereas in the meeting, there was a meeting, Baba Mohbad was there. I was not even in the meeting. I was part of the meeting, but I was at work. I was muted, but I was hearing what they're saying. I did not join the meeting improper until when they all concluded. So I'm aware of what they said.
So,
They all
so
agree that comedy comes from Abuja.
with where we are today, have
Mhm.
you really kind of engaged with Gurexi at any point?
Engaged.
Gurexi,
The
in
last time
any
I
kind of way.
the last time I engaged with Gorexi was when the issue of Ayamika Abuja and chairman happened, and then myself and Lagata called him, and I spoke to Baba with this thing that Gorexi is doing. Do you still want Gorexi around you? And he said, eh, boss man, eh, there's no way I'm going to push him. Yeah, I still want him. That weakens me because I was aware of what is really going on. And I knew that. Anyway, let me just pause right there.
Yeah, I
Let me
know, I
pause right there.
know. No, for me, it's just being able to do the connection is
Baba Mobad is in a big shit. Baba Mobad. Maybe I should have asked him that question at the wrong time because Gracie was beside him. Gracie was, see, And I will bring Ryan Whisper back. This is the reason why Ryan Whisper left Justice for Mohbad because so many things were going on.
Mm.
I thought I didn't come out to say anything because I thought I can put everything
So
under
this
control.
talking about
I
Rhine whispers, I've had the names and then platform to platform. But how, I mean, what is the pedigree of this individual, this Rhine?
come on, Ryan Whisper is my G. That's my main person. I told you I have a squad in Justice for Mohbad, and those are the people that I'm loyal to, and we work together. Myself, Ryan Whisper, and Kamid Muse.
All right, right,
That's
right.
all. Those are my squad. Hmm.
Mm.
Do or die.
Come,
So
comrade.
Ryan Whisper is a female, all right, with a name you can tell that she's a female,
Yeah.
and there are so many things that if she comes, last year, you wanted to explode before I came out. I told her I'm Black Velvet. I was the one that stopped Black Velvet. That guys, hold on. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can salvage this matter. Let me see if I can connect, correct. And I did all what I could. Man,
Mm.
when I saw that this thing was over and they kept on doing this is not derailing justice for Mohbad, and I went ballistic. People were saying that, oh, why is Bossman talking now? I was talking. I started talking because I have suppressed a lot of issues from exploding. I never knew Lagata has his own encounter with Baba Mohbad. When I came out to say that Gracie truly used to beat Baba Mohbad, I never knew that like Sele even have his own evidence or he knows about his own thing. We know our own separately.
So, I mean, it appears as it stands at the moment that we have no choice than to sort of like carry on listening to
See, the IT
anything
guy,
as to
the
offer.
IT guy, as that February last year, 2024, February 2024,
Hmm.
Mr. Miwa, Mr. Muyiwa
Yeah.
is aware that Gracie used to beat Papa Mohbad.
Come on, just stop
No,
saying
no, no,
that.
no, 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 no. He's aware because
We,
we
we
told,
don't we don't even
hold
have
on,
any proof. That's the
IT
problem.
guy, hold on, IT guy. Mr.
Yeah.
IT guy,
Yes.
please let Mr. Miwa come and debunk me.
Hmm. That's a
Because
that's a
hold on,
that's a good one.
we sent money to Baba Mohbad that very day.
Yeah.
That very day because he was crying on the phone
Hmm.
in Abuja. I still have the receipt, which I've shown it on the Lori AB platform before. But when I said it, I'm not the kind of person that always record conversation like Lagata. If I had that, there's going to be a lot. Or maybe Ryan Whisper has a lot. Me, I don't do that because I'm very loyal. Because that time I was loyal to Baba Mohbad and to Miwa. I was loyal. Yes, I was. Not on the bad side, on the good side. Now, number two, when Baba, we just but that was the first week of Baba going to Berekete.
Hmm.
Baba was crying. Ryan Whisper. I don't like how Grace used
No,
to treat me. Hold
Aduke,
on.
sorry, Aduke, I've invited you, so trying to bring people up. People don't want to come up. That's the problem.
So now, and I said, okay,
Reflecting here.
so to
Hello.
make
Is that
to
South?
make so now to make Baba cool that time, we were still cool with him. To make Baba okay, we said, okay, Baba, you know what? We will let Gracie to take you out, Kelode Eja, and take pepper soup and all stuff like that. So we sent 100,000 naira. Ryan Whisper sent 100,000 naira, and they still we see the stay on me. You will see the date, the time that we spent that money. The date is on it. The name of Ryan Whisper is on it. The name, account number of Gracie is on it. We sent 100,000 naira to him. Baba sọ pé àwọn ògùn náà jẹ táwọn máa ń jẹ bóyá pepper soup or with meat làwọn máa ń jẹ and all stuff like that. So they went, and that was the reason, just to put smart on Baba Mohbad's face. And immediately get off the phone, we gave a call to Mr. Miwa. This is what happened, Mr. Miwa. This is exactly what happened.
Yeah, but the thing
Hold
is,
on.
look, to be honest, I need to slow you down on this. You see, Baba, Abuja, and all this kind of stuff. And
I'm not talking about the Abuja of this is
yeah,
way 4 months before
Yeah,
Shyamala
let's
and
okay.
Yami.
Let's try and bring other people up, okay, so it doesn't people don't start falling asleep. So everyone listening, we should be able to take these likes to 25K. Now, Salzot, have you beaten a knife with palm oil on it? If not, why not? Yes, Salzot.
I did not hear your question, sir.
I said, have you also done the needful? You've opened the camera and put your teeth on a knife. Have you done it yet? Did she get it? Salzot. Salzot, are you there?
I'm here, but
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
the problem
saying.
is I'm in the park. I
But
have so much noise, cars passing
why
by,
haven't
so I'm not
you?
really hearing your question very
So
well.
I'm asking, you know the knife thing they are doing with the palm oil, have you done yours?
I'm listening.
Have you done the knife thing? Have you done the ogun thing?
Oh no, 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 not
Why
really.
not?
No.
Why not?
Ah, I can't. Oh.
Why not? Are you not part of the gang? Everybody is
No,
doing it.
but in my country we don't swear like that. We never. I don't know that those things.
So is that because you've collected? Because that's what they are trying to say to the likes of myself.
No problem now. If anybody knows that I'm collected, they should
Let
expose
them
me.
show the proof, innit?
Exactly, that's the only thing I can say, sir.
Oh, that
Me,
makes
I know.
that makes that
Mm.
makes a lot of sense because I'm being selective because I just kind of look at this situation and I don't want to offend anybody because if I make a statement now, I'm going to offend a lot of people. I still don't understand it, but someone is going to actually make me believe that it makes sense. So, Aduke, what says you? Aduke, you are also like me. You won't bite a knife with palm oil on it.
No, IT guy. I believe
Yes.
in hate. I believe in hate, but I'm not gonna do it because they are making it turn to a cultist, like saying if you did not do it, we are not going to come to your platform. We are
Yes.
not going to believe you again. And I don't want them to believe me actually. So I'm not gonna do it. I've tried it in the past. It's boomerang. I'm not gonna do it again. In the past, we actually bring the shrine, the whole shrine. They are those people mocked us and they bully us because of that. Now they are now coming. I'm not gonna do it.
But the
If they
thing
don't
is,
want to believe me,
what can we really get out of it? That's the bit I want to try and understand. What exactly can we get out of it?
everything I just call everything I don't understand them, Jerry. I don't understand them. I just don't understand what they are getting out of it. No, I'm not doing it, sir. I'm not doing it. Most of them gone. I have removed them from my follower. And I mean, they remove them. Me, they no follow. I don't want their follower. I don't even want to be friends with them because I'm not going to do it. And I'm not speaking for them to believe. For them,
So
understand it.
the we've been listening to all this audio still with you, Aduke, and then we've been on Apapa's platform. We've been on your platform. We've been dissecting all these audios to do with Lagata and all that. What exactly have we learned from it?
I mean, I've seen betrayal. I've seen somebody that is being compromised, questionable. I don't even know where that person stands. I can't, I don't know exactly whether na here, whether na there. I don't know. And I actually want to use this opportunity to tell everybody in Justice for Mohbad to kindly please if bringing that audio actually affects you people or offends you people, I think you people should stop playing it. Allow the only person that bring it out to play to be doing his or her stuff alone. Don't bring it to your platform. Don't discuss the topic anywhere. Just leave the person that is playing it alone. Because this thing whereby you people will be abusing, attacking the person that come and play, and you are still discussing it, taking it to whole platform. I found that as an hypocrite. Don't play it. Leave it alone. And if
So
it offends you,
let's have a look at something better than most. Now, okay, 2023, all sorts of recordings were going on. And this goes to everybody. Anyone who wants to come up and talk about it is free. Why was it the case at the time that people were recording themselves? One, how did the recording end up out in the open?
We have two recording. Are you talking about the story record on the live or the
No, the
voice note?
audio, because there is one where Lagata was on the phone to a lady, and the lady said, are you the only one listening to me? He said, yes. And that's a recording that came out.
Yeah, yeah. I think I was the one that bring that audio
Yeah. So how did that
out.
end up out in the open?
Special. Okay, because what happened is in the quest of me asking Agatha peaceful question, knowing the sorry, man. I think I was the one playing a voice note of Lagata, and I was actually asking him a question that Lagata, what happened at this so time now? Can you please address it? And he turned it to something else. They turned it to gang fight against me, and he keep lying. So I think on his live streaming that day that he came out where aristocrat was there, he said some lies, he told some lies, whereby I now said if that is the case that you want to keep lying, then there is another voice note again which I am going to bring out and play. And I bring it out and I played it. It is because of his action, the way he took it, the way he changed it, the blah blah. So I decided to bring it out and play it. And I don't care whatsoever damage the video has
Yeah, but
done
the
to.
thing
I
is,
don't
my question is, these are voice notes, presumably a phone call, that whoever it is that received a phone call is got an audio recording software. When they've done the recording, how did they end up in the hands of third parties? That's the bit I don't understand.
Okay, good. This is it. Lagata have his own personal group, WhatsApp group, which is it is the people of justice for Mohbad that are there. Like all of us that we used to come to your platform now, and
Yeah,
his moderator. So all of them they were in that group. That group is for Lagata
right.
with the people in justice for Mohbad and his moderator. Anything they want to do, they will actually discuss it in that group chat first. I think that was during the beginning of Justice for Mohbad. And let's be sincere, Lagata group in the beginning of Justice for Mohbad, they have all lashed out. They all of them don't depart. Where we say most of them are actually coming back for Lagata. Meanwhile, whatsoever they have done together, then all of them are coming out to come and show it. They have already fight. So any gang of Lagata that you are seeing out there, he just recruit those people. Do you understand? So those people that they had together in that group chat, then he had issue with them. They were actually fighting behind blah blah blah. So they are the ones that pull up the video, the voice note. They send it to me, and it is a lot. I think it is like random 10 voice notes.
Wow.
And now only one I just play. I never even played the main one.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, thing is, obviously, if these people are around, I have questions I want to ask them. Straightforward question, not even anything to do with what we've been talking about. But so, Daps, what says you? Thank you, Aduke, for that. Daps,
It's a guy.
have you
Good
beaten the
evening.
knife? You need to get a knife and put oil on it and open your.
Uh, from the beginning of time, right?
Yeah.
They've always emphasized that we on this side we were being paid, so there's no reason for us to debunk. I
Yeah.
actually got up to let them know that we were getting paid, so we really don't have to bring out the knife and then start to do those shenanigans. You get? From
Mm,
my own observation, actually, I feel like people are getting the perspective wrong that there are no more contents for hosts in this late hour. So
mm,
everyone is just trying to bring up some, amazing content and just to make things look more interesting. You get?
mm,
Because for me personally, I believe people who haven't done this thing more than the people who are doing it. Because I've seen people taking
people taking 70/30, the percentage people boycotting taxes and everything from this contribution and the rest. Even them are also coming out to bite knives and everything. For me, it's just like a comedy joke, you get, because you don't have to be pressured to do things like this.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
should look at the perspective of where you're coming from, what you stand for, and who you represent. So people who do not have clean hands are also doing this course. So it
No,
doesn't it
from
yeah,
what
go on.
for someone who's on the other side and your observation, it's similar to mine because I would have actually thought, are they mad? But it's the fact that you now have to pressure other people to engage in it. And then you see the disturbing part of it for me when I kind of realize people are being bullied and people obviously have low self-esteem is when someone says, I won't use a knife, I'm a Christian, I will use the Bible or I will use the Quran. And I think it's sad that at this point in time, we can lose our minds completely. Nigerians, look at us. As clever as we are, as in tune as we are, as enlightened as we are nobody. Look at what's happening in Nigeria, Benue State. Look at what atrocity that is happening there with these young people being pied and being erased by maybe the Fulani herdsman, whatever is happening there. And we sit down behind our sofas on our keyboard trying to brainwash people, trying to rope people, trying to suppress people. And then you can then say, if you don't do it, then you are not needed here. Then you drop that guy. And then you are now saying to him, we're never going to listen to you again. And idiots then end up on my platform today. They're not even using their fake account.
You know one thing, I guy,
Telling me,
that
you're now even telling me on my platform now, you are now saying, obviously, once you've lost all your sense of purpose in life, all your sense of engagement completely on my platform, the reason why we want you to do it is that if you don't do it, we should not listen to you. And yet, you climb up to my platform to come and listen to me. Have we lost our minds? Is it sort of like some kind of situation where when people are depressed in their lives, they come to seek solace on social media platform? And
to
I'm
to to the
Yeah.
They
to,
didn't know that
to the
Ogun can be blocked too. They have Ogun. They didn't know you can block
no,
Ogun too.
yeah, but Obu for what?
see
For
see
rubbish.
there's always one thing that I got to realize after this justice for Mohbad kept going for a while. As much as we Nigerians were very sensitive, we were very smart. This movement brought in the kind of system that would make our country remain how it has been in the past 20, 40 years. Divide and rule, trying to create enmity among people because of a particular statement. Now they are trying to make a division in the same camp that used to fight against a different camp. You get so
Yeah.
now, so if they're able to cut off some certain people in this process as well, when they proceed further with with that camp as well, progressing forward in the 2 months time or 3 months time, they would then have to divide those group again. You get so every single time there's always a divide and rule from fighting for Mohbad to Team Wunmi and Team Baba.
Yeah.
Now from Team Baba again to Team Justice for Mohbad, and now from Team this team to biting Iron.
Anything that works.
You get so now it's more like the more he stays on, the more they are looking for a way to just segregate people's opinion and try to bring enmity. One thing that would always remain valid is people should not lose their self-esteem. People should
Yes,
not lose themselves.
that's
People should not change who they are because of this little pressure coming from your so-called host that you respect. One thing that's happening now is that people place some host above a regular standard. They give some hosts certain preference, which is normal. Of course, I also have host on this TikTok that I actually respect as well.
hmm.
But one thing that we should all be open for is questioning. I think that if you have a panelist here that do not support your preference or your submission, there's always room to interject and give his own opinion. That's always going to be valid. But when you create a movement where one party doesn't want to be questioned or one party doesn't want to answer questions, then we can have a progressive way. You get it's just one-sided. One since it's just like what's it called? A military phase where Oga gives command and the soldiers listen. You get so now it's looking like it over time. I'm wondering like is this a comedy show or is this like,
No,
this night of it it's a night of a thousand laughs,
let me even instill something into it that I found worrisome. So yesterday, again on the Snipers platform, is using a name against something whatever. And Solake said to me that because you are a host, you are an influencer, it is clear that you will have fans. Now, if you know biting this knife with this oil thing, what you want, how do you want your fans to feel? Do you not think they will feel betrayed? I'm thinking, what the hell are you talking about? Because I am not going to influence you to do good or do bad, but I can influence you to follow my, I don't know, attitude, example, or what, because you don't know me and I don't know you, right? Now, if you then go and steal a goat in the market, and then they say, oh, I take that, this is one of your fans. Do you expect me to now say, let's go to the police station and bail you out? You're going to go to jail because
exactly,
I
exactly.
haven't taught you how to go and steal goats. So if you've got to steal goats, well, whatever they do to people who thief goats, that's what's going to happen to you. Because I am not going to come on social media to come and lie to people. And if I wanted to, I probably would have ended up like Lagata today. Because people who have lied to in the past, now that we decided we're going to bring the underground system out in the open, they're all going to come out. IT guy told me this. IT guy said this is £5 from Pears.
And the point is,
You
the
know what I'm
more
saying?
things,
Yeah.
the more things we unravel, the more things they cover. You get, as Lagata face is going on right now,
Hmm.
everyone is trying to jump on that train. There are also a million voice notes that are being kept in hidden folder right now.
Yeah, because people are it's gonna come out, won't it?
Well, of course, because now it's not it's more like a turn by turn phase. If someone is being exposed for this month, in the next 6 months again, someone else, what's it called, is being exposed again. And how long do we have to keep going this way? Like go, you get it's
Sorry.
You see,
No,
you
no, no.
see.
Go on.
Even recording people, I do not even buy into that. But the fact is that even if if you're talking or if you're in communicating with someone, and then you're recording the person, in as much that whatever you recorded is not did not slide into the public domain, I think that's cool. But when that stuff starts sliding into public domain, that is when it now becomes an issue. You know. So one thing I know is that which I don't want to put my mouth. I don't care those that are fighting Lagata. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be involved in that. Let them and Lagata fight. But according to me, I'm saying the series of people that have personal issue with Lagata coming out and they're trying to, but more like a gang fight. Or if Lagata has issue with somebody else, you will see another person that have issues with Lagata will also spring up again, and that is the way I am saying it. That's what I'm saying. But I don't want to be part of it.
So,
Let
so,
Agatha
so
faces
if we
don't
look at
crown.
it,
but
Bossman, if we
okay,
look at
I
it
see that one.
right now, and all these voice notes, even dated back 2023, why is it that it's just to do with one individual?
Exactly, exactly. I just
Okay,
I
okay,
just said this.
okay.
Oh no,
Now,
no, no, hold on, hold
okay.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I just said it now. I take that.
Yeah.
There is a process of where we pick on the next person to expose. I'm gonna give you a clue. From Ayamin Kade to Chairman to Aries to K Crown to every single person that has been exposed in the past. 24 or 21 months, there's always a phrase of underground people. They get closer to a certain people, they fall out, they bring out their bad side, and then they try to blackmail them or they try to you know, make people see how bad they are. This whole thing that has just come out to the public, this recording has been in existence for like 20 months. You get
Yeah.
why is it just now? You would not be surprised in the next 3 months when someone else get exposed. You then find out there's another recording of someone else again.
You
So
know
as
what?
much as
That's one
okay, go on.
second. You know what? The thing is, it's not even recording. It's documents. It's WhatsApp chats or whatever. This comes to the fore when people bring it out because at the time that that thing was being perpetrated, they were part of it, but they then keep it that if I have an
God
issue with
bless
this
you.
person,
God bless you. God
that's what
bless
they
you.
do.
Exactly. That's
They'll be part
exactly
of it
what I
at
was
that
about to
point,
say.
but they'll
Thank
keep it
you.
that in case I have an issue with this guy, I'm going to bring it out in the future, which is nonsense. So you bringing that out now is not vindicating you in
Now,
any way.
Please wait, please wait,
escape.
escape.
Let me
I
let
think
me give
this is
a
what happened.
okay. Go
But
ahead. Okay,
I think
go ahead.
this is what happened.
Okay.
I don't think they are being part of it because these people are not in part of the call. He recorded it and he sent it to them in the group chat. Are we going to blame those people that was sent it to, or the person that recorded them and sent it to?
Aduke, why didn't it come out that time? Is what we are saying. If you saw it at the time and you held on to it, you are part of it. You are being complicit. If you get what I'm saying, if I shoot somebody now, Aduke, and I show you the video,
You are right, sir. You are
yeah,
right,
that's
sir.
what I'm
You are
saying.
right.
If you don't expose me at that point in time, that means you are complicit. You are hiding my secrets. Then when we now fight, you now bring that you killed person. Oh, this is the video. That's what we are saying. They were part of it at that point. They were complicit. They only held on to it as evidence to use for the future. Because if it was something good that they did, they won't keep the evidence now. If it was something right, say they did something right that if you bring it out, where people will say, what is this? They will not keep that one for the future. They will discard all those ones because it's right. But the ones that would now make that person look bad and they want to open that person's secret, they'll keep that one as
So
evidence.
escape it,
I can
escape
give you
it.
an example. Isaac, hold on.
Okay,
I can give you an example now.
go on, go
The
on.
one that is actually being covered right now is Gurexi slapping the Baba. Everyone is trying to, for the past 18, 20 months now, it has been a rumor or like, a gist around people like, oh, this guy slaps Baba, he is in such and all of that. When Gurexi falls out with Baba, people would then come and say, I have a recording of Baba confessing this thing to me. I have he get
Yeah. See, when Chairman and Amika mentioned that when they were in Abuja, Gurexi was slapping Baba on the head. They had all these things by then. Why didn't they bring it out to
they
Um,
support
waited.
what those ones said?
yeah.
They held on
Can
to
you
it.
hear me?
I think the Abuja situation that
I agree. I
Gurexi
agree with you.
slapped Baba at the back of the head came out immediately. It didn't take. I don't think it took long before.
Yeah,
Oh,
Escape.
yeah.
the conversation. I mean, this audio that they had now would have corroborated Chairman's and Amika Ade's story that Gurexi beats Baba.
Escape.
But these people were
Escape.
abusing them.
And that was the reason why I said the first to come and ask Bossman. Why are
Escape.
you
Can
not
you hear me?
blaming them? Why are you still
I'm here,
covering, going to
Bossman.
be covering
Yeah, I
defending
agree
them?
with you, and I will
Bossman.
tell you that I'm also guilty of what you just said. All right, I'm also guilty of that. Bossman, I agree. I'm putting myself. I'm guilty of that in the sense that I was aware
Hey, don't
that
forget to
Brexit.
tap. Oh, if this live finishes, might
I
be
say he's already, yeah.
And what Bossman is just doing
Bossman,
now.
why are you still
25K
defending?
people.
Hold on, Aduke. Hold on, Aduke. What Bossman has just done now is what is really, really lacking in this justice for Mohbad. People do not take accountability for what they have done. Accept you're wrong and
Now,
own up. But
hold
people
on,
will still
sir,
be
hold on.
fighting.
Actually, I'm going somewhere, but now
And he keeps defending
I
him.
am part of it. I am part of it. Okay, you know what? Let me get out of here. I will call back. I will unmute Pastor.
Somebody said only Bossman. Yeah, okay, okay, exactly
Escape,
too. Me and Bossman, aristocrat, sorry.
escape.
I just want aristocrat.
Yeah, aristocrats.
Aristocrat. A minute. I
I
just
just
want to say
want
this too.
sorry,
Okay, okay.
Dabs. Sorry, Dabs. There is something I just want to say. What Escape said now that the new audio of someone beating Baba that is out, why was it not out when Chairman and Yinka? There is something I want you to understand. I know you are a very brilliant young man. You see, in this justice for Mohbad, there is always a conspiracy of silence. All these shenanigans going around that people are today listening to the audio has been happening, but some people have swept it under the carpet, telling themselves that àwọn tiwa ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ síta. When it is ours, let's do it inside. They all knew, all of them. And there are a lot of cases. It's only because I'm not trained to be talking all this story. I'm not to tell anybody stories. Many people have a lot of story about A, about B that they do. But you know what they do? They will stand behind, pick someone that they do not like, and amplify that thing and make that person a villain where they themselves are doing a lot of shitty things among themselves that they are resolving underground, as they used to say it. So, my brother, don't be amazed that they knew that audio that you are just listening to. But what they wanted to do then to Chairman was this. And if Lagata is here, I will take him up. That is the only thing that I know. I heard Lagata did. The day they came out, that Chairman went to Abuja, it was Lagata that came on live and was screaming, "You need to protect Babao. You need to protect Babao. Chairman is there. We don't know his mission." And they screaming out. And what it came out to be was a shout for help. And many people on social media don't always listen to the beginning. They always jump in the middle. And when they jumped in the middle, they were all screaming. And it came out as a story like Chairman and Ayaminka went to Baba to do him harm. That was what they portrayed. When Chairman came and they all said what they had, they knew these things were happening. All of them knew, but they don't talk about it because as at then, what do we always call them? Underground. And that was when anti-justice emanated. They named some people anti-justice within justice. And then this is just the shitty, smelling, stinking thing that have been going on. So when some people now come out and say, oh, things are so quiet, and some people are coming out to be stained, they were like, yeah, right, we're going to show you who you are. Let's remind you who you are. And that is what is going on. Really, I don't like people playing all this audio because it is thing that has gone in the past. But that is a saying in life. When Jesus told people that wanted to stone a prostitute, and they said she's a prostitute by law of Moses. By law of Moses, when we find a prostitute, we will stone her to death. And Jesus asked them one question. Is there any of you that have not seen before? If there is one, throw the stone. What did they all do? And he face down, he was drawing something, they all left. He looked at the woman. Woman, where are your accusers? She said, they've gone. And he told her, go and sin no more. Now, when people begin to think like that, I think there will be peace. But all these people you find out, everybody got one shit, they are covering. But they will come out and turn as if they are saints. And these are the set of people that surrounded Baba Mohbad. And when they are done with him, or when they are out of the fold, they come out to fight. That is what has been going on. I don't know why we should always be stressing ourselves over this. And it will continue because it's human nature. Some people will be straight, some don't want to be straight. Some will have caused a lot of havoc in the past. They will come out and turn to pastors. Just like criminals that have killed many souls will now come out one day and say, Motigba Jesu, I'm now a bishop. Those people you have killed,
So
those dreams that you have sent down to the grave, that is the shit that is happening.
A very quick one from me. Okay, so it seems as though if Baba at the time was just with Gorexi alone only, Lagata would have been pleased and happy, checking up on him, right? Now, why did they get defensive when he realizes that third parties that he wasn't expecting were there. I mean, what exactly was he trying to protect and was he trying to shield? What is it that he thought Mr. Joseph Aloba would say that these people can take away from there? Those are the kind of things you look at and think that you've got Joseph Aloba physically with Gurexi, the henchman, the last man standing. But then you've got the other last man standing, who is a virtual last man standing by way of Lagata, who is checking in on Baba. And as long as Gurexi says, Baba is there with me, it's fine. But the moment foreigners are in there, it becomes a problem. So what is it? What is the engagement between the two last men, one virtually and one physical, that is now causing this unrest? Because we need to look at
the problem
and actually think that there has to be an engagement.
Baba,
Yes.
Why I cannot say the mind of the other man.
Yeah.
It is their prerogative to think whatever they want to think. But for crying out loud, you see, decisions we make are determined by the situation we were. Someone might be feeling, oh, I'm unsafe here, or this, and they make some decision. But after that, they've made those decisions. After a while, when they analyze it, they find out, oh, it was actually a wrong decision. Things happen like that. But this is what it is. And that is what makes us human. But this is what it is. Own up to it and apologize and move on. That is where me I stand.
Simple.
That is where me I stand. You see, the people that gaslighted Ayaminka and Chairman then, all they did was to gaslight him. That is nothing wrong that my guy has done. Even among us, people were saying, because Chairman, even before he went there, they've been coming with the talk of, hey, it is high time Baba and Mama reconcile so that they can have uniform position and all that. Some people said no, some people said yes. But this is our people's opinion because we all see things differently. You can see it half full, I can see it half empty. I can see it half empty, you can see that. Some people don't even see water. They only see a glass. Some people don't even see glass and water. They still see anything. It's like when you say, think within the box. I don't believe that is a box. Just think. Some people want to think without the box, with the box, whatever you want to do. But the fact is this. In this whole justice for Mohbad, one thing that is very constant to everybody, whether you are with Wumi, you are with Baba, you are this, people want justice for the young man that died. Their sentiment made them, and evidences they have made them to stay in the position they do. I don't know there is no grudge about that. But everybody have a goal. Let us even know who killed this young guy. If he died by mistake and all that, I think everybody will be happy. But in the process of that, I will continue to say this thing. You cannot achieve justice with injustice. But if you have done it because of the frenzy, because of the spur of the moment, when after it has been done and you found out that it wasn't right, on integrity, honor says apologize and move on. There are people that have caused genocide. They will come out and still apologize. There are people that have badgered plenty people. They turn to pastor and they are doing miracle. They will also apologize. Nothing stops us from doing. Just let us be better people. And that is what makes it. Many people today, IT guy, we have people that are on Wumi's side, people on Mohbad's side, people on Baba's side. We all convene on some platform where we all talk civilly. Does that make us enemy, even though we have not seen ourselves? It shows that we all want one thing, justice. But this is a period we all have to move away from our sentiments and all that and say, if I have hurt you in the course of what I was doing, I am sorry. If you accept my apology, good. If you don't, it's also good. You move on. But people have rights to air their grievances. It is their right. And you that you feel you've hurt them, if you find reason that just it's simple. And I just feel that is how we should be taking it. We should not turn to something else over what is not.
You say, Aristophanes, at some point, few days ago, I thought, okay, if people have engaged in the underground on their green apps, and they've dropped all this stuff. I then asked the question, obviously I didn't get an answer. What if Lagata just came out and said, well, that was then, the situation is different now. I'm sorry it came out the way it did now. Is that difficult? Because I asked that question on a platform a week ago.
Finish, Baba, finish. Look at Karimo now, IT guy. When
Yeah.
Karimo was against Baba, she said so many things. Nobody said Karimo, can't tell them, say she have evidence. Is it not all of them that were bringing her back, that said she's a changed person? They brought her back. You understand? Then when we were saying, if you have any evidence, take it to police. No need to say, I speak to Baba. But she did all she could to speak to Baba. Baba said, no, my lawyer speak to her. At the end of the day, Karimo is still here. People that were against Karimo then, they are our best ally now. So that is how life is. But Karimo came and said, I know I've done some things wrong, but just for the passion of it, didn't they forgive her? I don't know why we hold on to things. That is, but you feel people, many 1, 2, 3 people are saying you've done wrong. Even if you feel you've not. They felt hurt. Is it only you? What I expect is, okay, I am sorry for whatever I've done in the past. It is what I think was it. But now, I want to do things right. Does that cost anything? It doesn't. And I think that is that. But it takes someone with a contract act, someone that knows that this life, you can be here today, you might not be here tomorrow. That will say, let me do the right thing because I don't know when my sun will set. So I will act when the sun is up. The analogy of when sun sets is when you are alive. When your sun sets, you are dead. So when you are alive, do the best you can do. Ensure you are in peace with everybody. We don't know.
But aristocrat,
The stopping was here some time ago. The guy is not here again.
for what is what? Yeah. For what
Like
is
moves
what?
on.
When Karimo came out and she wanted to engage with Mr. Joseph Aloba, and all she wanted to do was to say sorry, why was she blocked from just
Another Baba, you know that another thing. It is the psyche of the people around Baba then. People have mixed reaction. Okay, tell you what. Someone that have done bad to you and now want to apologize. Some people will suspect that the person just want to get close to me. Maybe want to harm me more. Some will feel give the person a benefit. It's like that. It's mixed reaction. But you know that then some people say let's accept, or people say let's watch. Some people say no. It's like that. At the end of the day, people that are mostly on Karimo platform now, are they not the same people in Justice for Mohbad from beginning? Are they not most of them? So that is what life is. Some people like you, IT guy. Some people hate you. They hate you with passion. Some people are indifferent. Let's just hear the IT guy with his Oyibo, with his voice, with his laughter. Let's just hear him. Some people I believe in what IT guy say. If everybody likes you, my guy, you are a dead person.
you are in trouble?
Even God. Not everybody likes God.
That means you are selling
So you are in trouble now.
Yes,
Yeah, you are in trouble. But what you should be thinking of is, let me do something that I know my heart is clear. When I sleep well. Not that I'm afraid I've hurt someone. Live and let live. That is what I believe in. This is Bossman here now. Bossman, I've been a warrior. The first time I engaged Bossman on the other ladies' platform, I told you, I said, Bossman, you are one of the generals of justice. He said, no, I'm a soldier. I said, humble. But when just Bossman speaks, Bossman come, he talks and all that. Today, there is a time people were after Bossman. Tabari Bossman, kini, and he used to be their friend. Now, Bossman too have gone through the circle. And Bossman can move to any platform and talk. But that doesn't mean everybody still likes him. It doesn't mean some people are not hurt by things Bossman had done in the past. But Bossman has come to terms with it. He has moved on. And people will see. It is with time you will see the change in people, even when they've apologized. When you see that, this person they are doing well now. They are being, even though they are not with everybody, but they are saying the thing the way they feel. People will let be. For me, that is what I believe in. But that people should not come out with what you see all these people. When you are doing evil, some people are also doing evil for you, waiting for you. The Bible says, abanijẹ́ ènìyàn, ọjọ́ tó bá dẹ́kun àti banijẹ́ la máa bàjẹ́ kanlẹ̀. That is the Bible. I rather speak it in Yoruba. That is the Bible for you. But if the Bible itself says, when you've done bad to your neighbor, go back and reconcile and apologize. And God will forgive you and bless you for it. Because even God, that is the most supreme, you sin against him, he forgives you. So what is stopping us, human being? We are all on this platform. We don't even know each other like that. We know each other by the nomenclature we bear here. But we know there is a voice and we can feel people's hearts. So if you've hurt people, apologize. If people are feeling hurt, they have legitimate reason to be hurt. Apologize and let's move on. Let's move on. There can never be peace all the time. There will be fight here and there. But that is what makes life interesting. For me, that is what I will tell anybody, whether Lagata, whether myself, whether Aduke, whether IT guy. Kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè rìn, orí má mì. No be everybody go like you. But accept that, accept peace, and you move on.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you, my brother.
I kind of thought that we'll be in a good place to have Sele. Now that Bossman is, taking a nap, maybe this may be a good time for Sele to come up, and we can leave, the Bossman, in the background. And then, we can ask Sele some questions. He can vent out. Is not happening. And I'm sure we finish this platform now. Sele will open shop and do his monologues, do his own engagement with himself. And for me, I just kind of, I thought to myself that, okay, we've overdone it now. We've done all the bit to do with all the audio. And the moment we start replaying the same thing, a bit of mindlessness is actually coming to the process. And then all of a sudden, if you haven't beaten a knife and put palm oil on it, you are not one of us. And it just fatigued me to a point where I thought, okay, let's all come together. Because if you look at this platform, there's a platform for everybody. It's a platform where people come from everywhere and anywhere. If you are not causing trouble, there's no problems. If you want to come and be angry, if you calm your temper down a bit and people understand you, whether you're in the comment section, and this is where we are. But for me, I just believe that, okay, we've played the audios. Other things will come out. There are people who are telling you they have more, just like the same film between Bella and Chairman. Now that the two of them have disappeared into the background, who's talking about Chairman and Bella today? And it is just the way it is. There's going to be a sensation. We're going to push it. We're going to over-sensationalize it. And then we're going to fight ourselves from platform to platform. It still brings me to what happened this morning on, I don't know whether it's Apapa's platform, where I think I just felt really sad. I wanted to cry when someone said someone is a white trash. And
that's what I wanted to talk about.
yeah, forgive us for we have sinned. And when, I don't know if it's Gabriano or something came up and nobody loaned her support, nobody loaned her a voice, she got suppressed, she got frustrated, and I think it was quite cringy to a point where I thought, Gosh, I can't believe this. And the person that did it, I don't know, is spicy something, spicy gist or something. And she said it and dropped. And, you know, how much of a coward can you actually be as a human being to drop something that demeaning and then drop off the platform? Everybody is being
I was
instrumental.
the one that dropped her. I dropped her the moment she started
Okay, so
talking.
everybody's been doing these things. We had our guy. There's another guy. I like the guy a lot. He comes to Paparano's platform. I don't know if he's a Cameroonian. I've engaged with him a bit. You know, his accent and all that kind of stuff. They try to bully him once in a while, but he's a very strong. He has a very strong personality, and they won't allow people to suppress him, regardless of whether you agree with him or not. He has his own take on the matter, and you can't say because he's not Nigerian, then it's not relevant to the plight. He is relevant to the plight. Come on. In a democratic society, it's the same thing when I challenged Thunderfire when she says something about the next time Sele comes up and Sele is trying to play an audio, she will suppress the comment section. I said, no, you can't do that. That's my own opinion anyway, and I wasn't attacking her. But it's the people in the comment section that is actually keeping us alive. They are our palm wine tappers. You know, for me, I just don't get to taste the palm wine. They are tapping the palm wine, they are drinking it on their own. But they're keeping us alive, they're keeping us up. These are our people. They are the people who feel, you know, good sometimes and gift everybody in the comment section, in the panel, you know. And then at the end of the day, you now want to bring someone to your platform to come and play an audio. Then you want to suppress democracy. And that's wrong. That is just so wrong. But you can say it your way because you're a host and it's your platform. Yeah, that's also welcome if it needs be. And, you know, block. No, you know, the comment section, some people get blocked not because, some people get blocked because they're asking for it. Because if you come to someone's platform and the first thing you want to do is to come and tackle the host who's minding his own business, call him names, all sort of stuff and all that, of course you're gonna be blocked. And you may be blocked forever because at the end of the day, if you don't like what we do here, don't come here. You know, whether it's Baba, whether it's Temi's platform, or whether it's Comfy's platform, or whether it's Loriebi's platform, whether it's a scientist, I don't care where people come through. But if you've got some, I mean, Titus obviously came earlier. He's an avid Baba follower. He had his chance. He had his opportunity. You know, the whole thing erupted into something that we knew at the time we could control. We suppressed and contained it, and it was able to engage. And it did until, well, he could engage no more. And he's welcome to come back again as long as he's got something new to bring to the table that we can all kind of talk about. So, Akpakpa, the bad boy of the century, Akpakpa, you have to come up. You kept me up all night, you bad boy, because...
Wait, Africa TV. Africa TV. Sorry, IT guy.
Yes.
Pardon me. You see,
Yeah.
on Select Matter,
Yeah.
this is my humble opinion as a small boy, where just see people. You see, there is a deep hurt whenever Select comes out with this audio or talking about his part. There is also a deep, and I will say a couple of people that I see hurt, pain, when they talk about things that have happened to them.
Yeah.
Sele, Lenchi, Didi Drew.
Yeah.
There is a kind of pain when they come to talk about how activities of some individuals have affected them.
Of one individual.
And when they talk,
of one particular individual.
No. Of some individual, and I mean some individual. Now, I see the pain. So if you want to resolve such issue, it is not on the platform. It is not on the platform. It will never be resolved. And that is one of the biggest error that has been happening in resolving issues. If it is the issue, myself and you, we abuse ourselves here and all that, we feel trash that one. But if it is an issue that it affected people's lives behind the scene, people were in harm's way behind the scene, people's lives were being threatened by these actions, or people's relationships have been threatened. It is bigger than what can be resolved. So if we say we want to resolve it, or we want them to at least be, what will I say, be cordial enough, I think it's something that ought to be taken off the cuff.
Okay, let's look at this.
And let people treat it as such. But if you say Celeste, you come here, it will never happen.
Not even
Even any other person.
No.
You understand what I mean? That's just what I want to say.
The thing is, if he has been listening and whatever the case may be, I just need him to know that the platform will welcome him if he decides to join us. But what you just said, you mentioned Lenchi, you mentioned Lenchi, Didi, Drew, and then you mentioned, who else? Sele, yeah? Overnight,
yes.
Overnight, there is an unrest with Comfy, yeah? The same pattern, one man sending immigration to people, threatening people that you will get them deported, threatening people that they will lose their job. The same man, come on. One person, it's the same name. How many, you go and look at my repost overnight. How many video? I cannot even post the whole lot that Comfy did. Why? Why would someone go on the street somewhere, get a picture where they can get it in England, send it to someone in Nigeria, to go and set up another story, the same person that is gone down the gallows before, now push this narrative out to say that York Daddy's wife, or is it, no, not York Daddy, I don't know whether it's York Daddy, I think it's York Daddy, that the wife kicked him out of the house. The same person. The same person. His wife kicked him out of the house, and these are his stuff on the streets. Even Comfy, go and look at my repost, narrated it. Why? And who else is involved? Arifa was at the crumb, picking end of the table, under the table, picking crumbs. How much did Lagata pay Arifa to go and do that? People don't want to say these things. I will say it. And then when I say it, they say, you can't come for me. It's just a commercial. It's just an app. We are just bots. We are just ghosts to ourselves. But I implore everybody listening, the only person in 21 months that can associate a handle to someone's full name on their passport is the same Lagata. And he will say, is this person, this is their handle, this is their full name. Why? And then you will have everybody's home address. For what? Now we buy Mohbad. Are we instrumental in CTC or anything to do with inquest? Nothing to do with us. So if you want to shut people down because you don't want them to speak, you want to destroy their lives. And that is where I have a problem. You want to destroy people's life for what? Oh, go off TikTok. If you don't go, we show your nude. We tell your employer. We send the Interpol to your house. We get them to come and check whether you have papers. And if you put the list of the names of people who are impacted, there is only one individual still that is mentioned across the board. And then you also cross the boundary to the critical thinkers area, and then you orchestrated an engineer, the same Arifa who's gone to jail before, who's likely to end up there before we see the end of the inquest, was the one that pushed that thing out to instigate that York Daddy's wife kicked him out of the house. Who in London, in England, send a picture to him? The same Lagata. And these are facts. So when you want to come for the IT guy, my platform is open. Unblock me. Come up and let me question you. I'm not going to rogue you. Maybe you just need to apologize to everybody and we all move on. I'm sorry.
The IT guy. Can I
Yes.
interject you there?
Carry on.
I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to put my mouth in whatever between DDU, Lenchi, and Lagata. Well, the one that I am interested in is the one with Pork Daddy and whatever pictures and whatever they. Well, I'm a kind of a person that not be me by Mohbad, number one, which I agree with you. Some of the things you said, I agree with it. But with the Pork Daddy, once you are doing woto, you are doing dirty, you're going dirty. Expect other to also go dirty. When it go dirty on you, don't hold on. When it, hold on. When it go dirty on you, don't cry over that. Do not cry over that. Now, this is the Pork Daddy that always go on platform and say things that doesn't happen. All right. I'm not here to. I'm not defending like that. I'm only giving my own 2 cents. All right. Comfy. You see, I don't need to go the route that Comfy is going, but you know that Comfy is doing a dirty job. So if he's doing a dirty job, he says something that is not true about me, I have the right to go. And if I find where I can get the real name, I will go and pursue.
As Comfy's dirt stained you before.
Comfy.
Yeah.
Of course, I said a lot of lies towards me. Yes, putting my pictures, people's pictures on the internet. Have you ever seen Comfy drag and when he cursed at Liam before? That poor boy.
You know
Have
what?
you seen it before?
You know what,
Okay,
boss man?
but hold on.
Hold on. Let me just drop this. Comfy did a show for me, the IT guy. When I used to come for Baba in those days, I did not see the show, but everybody kept poking me that day, and I was on Kunle's platform. I even had a Woto with Vengeance and all that kind of stuff. But still, when Comfy got into hot water, and there was a night I remembered it was after midnight, and I had to go to Newport, and I have to wake up in another 3 hours.
Don't use your own experience.
No, hold on now. Let me finish now. I still fought for Comfy to sort of like say, no, we are Nigerians. We are not going to put ourselves in a space where we do things and we get people deported. You see, for me, I'm telling you, it is not about whether it is who I am. I'm telling you, we haven't come on this course, regardless of what people may have done. It will take time for them to realize they've done wrong, and then they will mellow down. But we can't be so bad for us to champion the fact that because Comfy has been bad in the past, then it's okay for someone to instigate deportation, for her to return back to Nigeria. I don't think that is right. Yeah, we've called Comfy out, and I was the number one warrior, gladiator that went out there to make sure that Comfy stops dragging that child. And she still did a show in the process for me. No, until she stopped dragging that child. That's when I left her alone. But she still did a show for me, and I don't care. But when people like Aries came up and said that they've written to solicitor, they're going to make sure she gets deported, I jumped out and said, no way. No way. We're not going to do that. We're not going to be thinking this nonsense, and we're not going to do it. We're not going to get people deported because what? Na conflict by Mohbad, regardless of our bad behaviors in the past, which I'm not making allowance for, which we've called her out for. But why would anybody want to engineer deportation? Do you know what it takes for people to get to where they get to in the West in their lives? Children, husband, wife, whatever. Some people are running away from something. Some people they've got refuge, whatever the case may be. Us Nigerians, because of this app, we're going to destroy our own lives. I don't agree with that.
Thank you, IT guy. I don't agree to that too. Whatsoever we are doing with each other on on justice. We should not try to destroy anyone just because we are dragging each other online. No, no, no. And I think Bossman is you are trying to say because Job Daddy is doing fracas, they should now go. It does not make any sense. Me, I don't do beyond online. I have why going? Recently, Lagata still tell me as that the few days ago that if I continue playing the audios, he's going to write a letter to Libya immigration for them to do something over me. I recorded the part and I keep it.
Can also get it to
And
go
when you keep
overcome
defending
and
that,
clean.
bossman, now that is why I keep got
Calm
like
and clean.
I will continue
Keep going.
dragging you with Lagata together until you people are able to do that and so that they will deport me from this Libya. If not, ọkàn yín ò ní balẹ̀.
All right. At the IT guys,
Can I
based on what you
can
were
I say
saying there before you
something?
interjected me. All right. This is just my data seconds. Yeah, just that's all. That's all. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry about this. The IT guy.
Hold on,
Hold
Bossman.
on.
Let Abby speak before you. You will have the mic. Abby, please. Let's hear from you, please. Abby,
All right. Yeah, I'm
thank you.
here. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you as a host to have addressed the Just Lady issue, and also thank Haduke and Salzo for not condoning and accommodating such a flabbergasting and disgusting bad mannerism. I thank you guys.
What happened? Why is everywhere silent?
Concerning, I don't know, concerning this Lagara issue, Lagata, or I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it very well. I'm sorry, Lagata. Concerning his issue, I'm totally against it and like disappointed at the patterns as in how he gets to be dealing with his fellow people because it seems like he digs people's information, personal information, and after digging those information he finds a way to demean, to destroy, to malign, to do whatever he wants to do. And it's like it's not gonna be addressed, or we are like, yeah, we are just like saying it in
Yeah. Why are
passing.
people not saying
But
something? Nobody's saying anything.
We can't
She's
hear
talking.
anything.
She's
Small,
talking,
small.
Abby,
man. She's
We
Abby's
talking.
can't
talking.
hear.
Abby's
We
talking.
Abby's
can't hear
talking
her.
now.
We cannot hear
But we can't hear
her.
anything though. Who is talking that we
No,
cannot hear?
maybe you guys need to drop. We can hear.
Maybe drop and come back. We
yeah,
can hear her.
All right. But
okay,
anyway,
yeah,
let me
and
quickly say my own. If
No,
they
no, no.
want to
Hold
say
Wait,
on.
see, she's talking. Wait, see,
Let her
she's
finish.
talking.
Let her
Yeah.
finish. Let her finish.
Better
yeah,
you drop her and
if,
bring her back because some people
but
are not
this
hearing.
boss
We
man
we
hear
guy,
can't hear
other
we
you
people
are
can't
are
we
only
can't hear
half.
anybody
disturbing.
talking though. We can't hear
Other
anybody talking.
people are okay.
And it's
Only half
just
I
you
hear.
guys. It's just two of you guys. I think you guys
Just
left.
us. Nah,
um
ah.
so I strongly suggest that something needs to be done before things get out of hand, because of the comment I saw earlier on from Didi Drew saying that Lagata called the police on him, on her. If it's a her, I'm not sure if it's a her or him, after exposing him.
Yeah,
So
it's
if
a her.
somebody has got the energy, and the time to do such a thing, that's an evil act for me, and we shouldn't be like taking it too light, like we are taking it light at this time. We should do something before he destroys a lot of people's lives. People came here to fight for justice. They did not come here to destroy him, yet he's destroying them. And also I want to comment on Aristocrat. I don't know if I heard him quite well. He was like the people, the whistleblowers, are part of the activities or part of the actions or whatever, the saga. With me, in this whole other shebang, I think it's not always the case that the whistleblowers are part of the game. They expose because they feel there's something the public needs to know and needs to pay attention to. And also, with the Lagata, one of the voice note, allegedly it leaked because he sent it to one of the teams. He recorded and sent it to one of the teams. That's how it got leaked. So I'm saying let the whistleblowers keep on with that game so that it shines lights on us. And also I'm saying it's not always the case that when somebody exposes is part of the game. No. So we should let them expose, let them do it, let them do it. Yes, I'm not saying they should keep repeating the voice note part. Whatever new comes, they should just play, they should expose it, let them feel free. You understand? And going back again, I want to emphasize this one. Lagara needs to be questioned because his character is questionable as well. And it's scary. And like, I mean, it's just not making sense, you know. I'll end there.
Thank you.
I would like to comment. I would like to, IT guy, hold on.
Hold on, bossman. I'm looking for. Hold on, bossman. Hang on a minute. I'm looking for someone. I think I saw someone who came as Oriyomi. I don't know whether it's Sele. Because I don't know, his platform the last time ended in a very precarious way because I think we were talking about something interesting and his platform disappeared. So I've invited the person, I think it's Sele, if I'm correct, but if he accepts, it will come up. I hope it's him, but the boss man, yeah. What says you?
Yeah, okay, thank you.
No, it was supposed to be. Hold on. The boss man, sorry
No,
for.
I was supposed to talk before you now, right?
No,
And I
no,
was
no,
But you did.
interjected.
no. Daps got interjected at some point, so Daps, let Daps. Yeah, okay,
But
Daps.
boss man,
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
No,
But if you want to chip in
he
something,
got interjected at some point. Please let him go.
okay. Me, I just want to come up with this perspective as well. As much as things have been going on in the past, we've seen
Hello?
people also. Hey,
Hello?
Now, who is this individual? Okay,
wrong,
go. Hold on,
wrong
speak.
number, wrong
Hold
number.
on, hold on. Let Oriyomi speak. Yeah, go on.
Hello, IT guy. I'm not Sele. I'm a lady. I've been
Okay,
following you. I'm in the office. I
okay.
just
Do you have something
come
to
in to
say
let
very
you know I'm not
quickly?
Sele.
Do you want to say something very quickly?
No, not at all. I can't speak now. I have to
No,
leave
because you
my desk.
requested. That's all. That's why
Thank you.
you requested, and I wanted to make sure. Then I've brought you up. So, do you have something you
Oh,
want to
sorry
say?
about that. Maybe I mistakenly pressed that.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. No problems. All right. Carry on, Daps.
Okay, if we go back to the beginning of this process, where people were trying as much as possible to restrict certain people from traveling out, this is where we started this whole downfall from. This same thing they are trying to do for each other, they've also tried to do it to the other side as well. When Wumi issue was being like talked about on the internet and all of that, certain people sat down, came up with a petition to write to an embassy to restrict someone who has not been declared or convicted not to have our own rights to travel out of the country. These are the things that were happening back then that so many people saw and felt like you cannot be saying you're doing the right thing and you're trying to bring other people's life down. You get things can be crazy, I understand, but going to a certain extent to deprive other people of their own normal life, all in the name of supporting what you believe, for me, it's insane actually. So we've seen things they've done to each other, things they've also done to people that they hate or people they felt like was a victim or was like their so-called suspect. Now they are replicating the same energy to their own self. For me, I still stand against it. It doesn't make sense. But we've seen this same kind of process. We've seen this same kind of templates. They've petitioned the opposite party. They've tried to gotten to an extent where someone even said when they see the little boy, they should bring the boy. You can imagine how crazy they were going.
Yeah,
So
and we also heard when Akanyi Kawanyi woman, what's her name, Buki Jesse, said if they find the child, she's going to
This,
kidnap the child and go and do
exactly.
a DNA photograph.
These were the templates that were laid down in the past that made certain people to not want to support this kind of movement. You get, because how can I be so, interested in a particular movement and I'm looking in a way to, deprive someone of their private life, deprive someone of their entitlement, freedom of movement. You want to deprive someone freedom of movement just because of your passion and your entitlement to your own opinion about someone being what's it called, a suspect, or someone being the crime person that you want to put the attention on. Same thing is happening now. Of course, we all kick against it, but we've seen this same pattern in the past, and we cannot continue to promote such thing in our in our system because it's a
This is when we need the Yomi people to come up, because they did a semblance of exactly what you've just described
exactly
by trying to do the
paying
same
But
thing
money,
you are
paying
doing.
money to
but
extend,
Yeah.
paying money to extend someone's,
Yes. Yes.
how do I put it, cell time or the investigation time. These are the kind of process that this thing doesn't make sense, and we keep saying certain group doing the same thing over and over and over again, and then you wonder why some set of people want to sit on the opposite part and fight you guys. It's a common sense. If I'm seeing this from a particular angle, and I'm saying this doesn't make sense, even for the fact that you're doing it to someone I don't even speak to now or someone I don't even know, it still doesn't make sense. You get? So for me, I'm not surprised about how far they want to go to fight themselves because they've gone extreme. They've gone to the extreme end to fight someone else. So they might also fight themselves in a crazy way as well. So yeah,
uh,
I'll drop my
uh,
mark on that.
all right,
Yeah. Thank you
okay,
so much for
all
that.
right, all right. Well, I have a different perspective of what you're saying, but I am not against I'm not against what you're saying. I respect your opinion and all that, but my own what I want to say is totally different from yours. See, I Entoba Jegbu, no cooking, could be or whatever they say it in Yoruba. All right. But what I'm trying to let you to know is that ever since the beginning of Justice for Mobile, whatever I've said, I own it. If you think Bossman has lied or he has whatever I said, you are free to go to police, go to any length to defend yourself and go, right? Immigration, go to God Almighty. Tell him to take Bossman out of this world. You free the free things. If you're not so sure of yourself and you cannot defend yourself, don't come on social media to say things that you cannot defend. Because you don't know how I'm going to react. You don't know. React anyhow. If you say something bad about me and it's not true, and and you think that it is not whatever, how I'm going to react. Don't tell me how to react it. Once if I go legal on you, that is it. Whatever I do in my reaction to whatever you said about me or whatever you did towards me, once it is legal, bingo. Except if I go on legal, go any length, go to your Oya and whatever. I don't give a shit. Hold on, please.
Okay, okay.
Hold on. If it says something about me,
Bro, no one said something. You're
hold on,
picking. No, I think you're
I'm not talking
guilty.
about you. I'm
Okay,
talking
okay,
in
okay,
general.
okay,
No, I'm talking
okay,
in
okay, okay.
general.
Good,
I'm
good,
using
good.
myself as a case study. I'm
Oh,
using myself
okay,
as a case
okay.
study now.
Nice.
Now, so if you say something about me, nobody can tell someone how to react. All right? You say you came out to defame my name, my character, using my own in the perspective. I'm using myself as a case study now. I'm just using me. Okay, I'm not talking about anyone. So, and you think I'm not going to come for you? I will use any length anyhow. So far, it's going to be legal. What I will not do is that I will not send talks to you. I will not tell you to be kidnapped or whatever, but I will use any might, any means that I have to get you. I don't care if you have papers. And if I, bossman, I've said something that you think is against your character, I've lied on you, upon you, I've said things that is defaming or whatever, please go to any length and come for bossman. Go anywhere in as much as it's legal. Nobody give a shit about that.
Boss man,
Everyone has the right.
I want to come for you and get you deported from Canada, but you get paper.
Please do. Please
But you get
do.
paper now.
No. Please do. You can also, you can still get me arrested if you are right. You can still get me arrested. You can do case with me, yeah. You can get it if you are so right. You can get me. See, anybody can see. People need to learn what to say on social media. All right. I am, in as much as I've been talking on social media things, I don't say things that I don't know or I'm sure not sure of.
Look, boss man, let's have a look at
Whatever,
no, hold on, hold
whatever
on,
I
hold on, hold on,
say,
hold on, hold on.
let's
Let's
let
have a look at
anybody
it
do
this
it.
way. Hold on,
All
boss
right.
man. Hold on. Let's have a look at it this way. Not so long ago, in a wonderland of J for M, when everything wasn't so great because we are looking for justice, everybody was cool. We've been on the blue app. Okay, tap, guys. I'm doing a thing. If you guys are not tapping, this show is going to disappear. Make una take me to 30K. One quiz comes up. If you guys don't tap, the show will end. If it ends, I'm not going to come back anyway. So, in our wonderland, sometimes ago, we were able to engage, but we engaged differently at the time because we've learned something from the Blue app, which is FB. So from FB, people are able to showcase their family photos, their wife, their husbands, their everything and what have you. And then obviously the bag stud and the BIHs were making notes at the time, collecting information about people's family and relatives, all the photo, whether it's wedding or whatever, right? Until all of a sudden everybody went private. Until all of a sudden people started putting all their photos that they want to show on this medium into silo, as in like shade it away into secrecy and all that kind of stuff. That is what they did to us. When they started dragging people and their wives and their husbands and their family, some of us got lucky. A lot of people got lucky because they weren't targeted at the time. And very quickly, everybody started putting all their personal pictures and videos into private. Now, you will find that people supply too much information at the time. And subject to that, the baddies have captured a lot about a lot of people that they inadvertently used against them. And part of what they actually use to find out where people live, people's full name, and all this kind of jargons. And I'm sure they're still using it today. And I'm sure they've used that to rogue people away who will never come back.
Hold on, IT guy, I missed like 2 minutes of your whatever. I was trying to. Can you repeat what?
Yeah. So to just finish that is that why should we not be able to live in harmony? Why should we live in fear? Why shouldn't people be able to celebrate themselves the way they do on other apps? And then people would subsequently go to other apps and start putting everything they have in there in private because of this engineers, these orchestrators, these Nollywood actors, Nollywood directors.
Yeah, because the Team Wumi that are here, like Mimi, they're the one that started it in the first place. If you think someone is lying, go and do the
You
needful.
need to be explicit
Go to
now.
court and go and sue the person. Rather than coming online and
I'm
do your
not having it.
shenanigans.
I'm not having it. You need to be explicit. Give us an example that we understand. You see, when people start saying,
What
Baba,
fracas into justice
I
for
need to
Mohbad.
slow you down. Hold on. I'm not having anybody coming with their full chest to be saying Team Wumi, Team Baba. If you have an example, please be explicit. Be explicit. We've had a peaceful conversation and engagement here. There's team everybody here right now. But the moment you say Team Wumi, tempers will flare. So be specific, please. Just be specific. You have
All
to.
right. Anyway, before coming on TikTok, and like I said, I didn't start on TikTok. I was actually based on Facebook. All right. I was on Facebook. But when I came on TikTok, the whole thing just went ballistic. But later on, I saw that they kept on putting people's pictures, and those people that put people's pictures are from the other side. Those are supporting Wumi. When I started, I saw them.
I disagree. The people that started it was Olori Ebi's platform when Comfy was their queen. They started it. Nothing to do. We may have caught on because people retaliated. It was Comfy that started it. Comfy started it with the baby for months. All of us, we tried. Comfy started it with the baby, with baby Liam. For how many months? Paparano's estimate is
Can you
that
bring the
Comfy,
very
hold on,
wicked
let me
lady? I
finish.
guess she has been
Comfy
here.
would
Let her
have
come and
made
say it.
nothing less than $20,000 dragging Liam. And that is where everybody picked it up from, and it carried on from there. Let's not be selective. It caught on eventually, but it started from somewhere.
No. I guess somebody just
Can I say what?
throw.
Let's
I
Uh,
guess somebody just throw the
no,
blame
bossman,
shade.
let
I
Salso
want to
speak.
agree.
I'm
I want
not
to agree
warming
with
up
that
to you
person.
right
okay.
I
now.
guess the
The
person that
truth,
brought
Allow
what
the
was
truth
Salso.
is
Let
Vicky
that
Salso
say.
speak,
the
please.
truth,
Let
Was
Salso.
Mr.
Vicky J
Bossman, the
say?
truth
Was
Only
is
Vicky
one
that
J
talking. You
say?
can't be the only one
when
talking. Let Salso speak. Please mute yourself and
Mr.
let Salso
Bossman,
speak.
please wait. The truth is that when we started Justice for Mohbad, all of us, we are targeting some group, we are targeting Baba, some group, we are targeting Wumi when we started. Some said it is Wumi, some said it is Baba. So if you said that Team Wumi started the fracas, it only started with Baba. They were there, so maybe you also retaliated fighting for Baba, but they started cursing Baba. Other groups cursing Wunmi. It was later then Comfy started going into dragging the baby. When Kofi started dragging the baby, that's how it started. Everybody started dragging each other. But the beginning, Team Wunmi only started with Baba, not with anybody, not with individual. It was on Baba only. Thank you.
Right, let's carry on. You see, the thing is, I will not have the ceremony from my platform, and I don't want people to start fighting themselves because this platform is always championed an open forum for everybody. Now, someone is saying it's a lie. If you think it's a lie, you come up. But for what it's worth, this thing saga, the number one anybody can remember was Comfy dragging the baby. Now, adults can drag themselves, but if we descend into the gutters and you have to drag a minor, and I did not see Joseph Aloba, who at the time should have actually thought, no, you are not allowed to drag my what's it called? My grandson. And then Buki Jesse then kicked in and then started calling baby Liam Papa Lolo. Papa Lolo, this is minor. Guys, you can do what you like. And then dragging a minor just carried on relentlessly. Buki Jesse is allowed to do it. Comfy is allowed to do it. Comfy only stopped, despite all the warning, despite all the plea, when our own daughter crossed the Atlantic towards France to Germany, and when they dragged our own daughter, she fucking stopped. Come on, people. Let's not take sides and let's not be selective in the way we think and what we remember. But oh my God, we tried our damnedest, the best we could. Please keep tapping to 30K. When Comfy did that, when Paparano did the algorithm and did everything it needs to, and the number of followers that Comfy had, and the number of videos Comfy was dropping a day, culminative of that came up to about $20,000 in a period of time. Now, how wasteful and how I don't know, our belligerence when we cannot champion something that we own the world and we can do what we like. And you stumble upon something, people are creating content to make meaningful earning to their family, and people this comfy was creating 80, 70, and all them people, all them madam in their 60s, almost 70 now, will get on Comfy's platform, giving Comfy Universe and Lions. Universe and Lion. Yeti